when we started 84,000, we had this long vision, expounding 100 years. And of course, that was done with a little bit of, trepidation and, but, as a Buddhist, we are supposed to, have aspiration, have courage, especially, for the Dharma. So, looking at, Kangyur, looking at the way, Buddha Dharma is flourishing in the world, the facilities that we have, especially, in the world of translation. Translation generally is a very difficult thing. So even 100 years, we were being very, very ambitious, I thought. So now, I have to say, it has to be the blessing of the Buddha, Bodhisattvas. And then of course, with the help of our generous supporters and the translators, the students, scholars. Of course, I can't claim any credit on this. I've, done very little apart from just like offer my lip service. But it's like much more than, I'm proud of what we have achieved. But always wanting to tell ourselves that this is a work in progress. And this is also something that we have to think about long term and think about all kinds of different generations and people. So yes, in a nutshell, I'm very proud of what we have achieved. Look, it's like this. What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn to just survive? Yeah, you can do that. Perhaps animals can do that too. I think they do that, But we are supposedly human beings. At the risk of condemning animal and all that. As a human being, we should not be really, happy with just surviving. We should really look for more, look for higher, not our own survival, but survival of everything, survival of every beings, survival of planet, survival of goodness, survival of things that really help us bring peace, harmony, stability, so on and so forth. And these are in the sutras. I think, many times people think the sutras are just, full of, some backward, rituals, stories that has nothing to do with us today. So now that sutras are available in different language, I really hope that people will at least browse through. Practically, of course, I want them to read, I want them to proofread, I want them to comment, I want them to use it, share with others. Because as I said earlier, this is a work in progress. And big part of the reason why it is a work in progress is our language is always evolving. Our habit is also always evolving. Our values are evolving. So in about 10 years' time, I don't know what kind of value we will have. Probably there will be a drastic change. But the core teaching of the Buddha, such as anicca, dukkha, and anatta, I doubt that's going to change. Because that is the truth, the reality of all phenomena. But interpreting or approaching, applying that reality in our life. And as I said, since our life, our way of living is changing all the time, so hopefully these translated works will help down the line the future practitioners and students, hopefully that they can use this as a resources to complement, assist their practice.